Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla TV. You can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new REVIT Dominator GTX Pants, available at RevZilla.com. The Dominator is the new high bar, high watermark, apex predator from REVIT. We're seeing them revamp a lot of pants this year, and they're taking a lot of technology and they're dispersing it out in a few different flavors. So you have your Dominator, which is going to be your $900 pants. Yes, massive investment, but you're looking the best of the best. You're looking Gore Pro. You have the new C-Flex style armor, super fabric Armacore. Again, all of the investment goes into a technical shell that's meant to take a beating. Now, if you want 3 to 4 season functionality, look at the Defender Pro, which gives you those liners to drop. And if you want 2 season bomb proof without the Gore-Tex, remember the Cayenne Pro lives in the line. But here with the Dominator, you're getting, like I said, Gore Pro, a mixture of technical materials that come together quite nicely for a longer distance adventure ride, spanning multi-continent, spanning multi-season, spanning thousands of miles. Again, this is where you're gonna make that investment, coupled with the Dominator jacket, again, to keep you safe, keep you comfortable, and shield you from Mother Nature. And again, a technical shell, meaning there's a lot of ventilation. It's gonna flow a ton of air, but with everything shut, you're fully waterproof. Again, this is where you're gonna use something like the Nanook to beef up the temperature range at the base or mid layer and take it deep into the cold weather riding season, but you're making the investment in the protection side of things. Before we get into sizing, there's one more thing I want to call out really quickly, and that's the new C-Flex armor from REVIT. You're going to see in the knees and the hips. It is going to be a closed cell foam. It's going to be ventilated, it's temperature stable, and extremely comfortable. But more important than that, it's replacing SazTech as their high-end armor. It's fully encompassing, and it's going to be CE level 2. So there's a new safety standard for limbs, that would be elbows, shoulders, and knees, that has a level 2 rating, and the new C-Flex in the knees is going to cover it. Now, that's an important segue when we get into fit. I have my main man, High-Vis Brian, to my left. 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest, 35-inch circumference at his waist. He's wearing a size large standard. Now, when I say a size large, that's covering his waist circumference using that size chart. And when I say size standard, that means it could be a short, standard, or tall. And that's how they get around the knee armor being in the right place. Use your inseam, use the size chart, and you're gonna wanna make sure that that knee armor is in the right place when you're in a riding position. And this is them not giving you the adjustability in knee armor. You're actually buying a different length of pants. That's how they're choosing to attack it. So use the size chart. Remember, give us a shout if you need help walking through it. But remember, we ship for free over 39 bucks, so we'll get it out to you and get it swapped if you have a hard time on the sizing element. Make sure you take that extra step. And as always, as I'm gonna walk through the Dominator, click our logo right up there, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback, but more importantly, subscribe to all the latest gear reviews we constantly have rolling out. Now, back into this shell. We've talked about the C-Flex armor in the hip as well as the knee, so we're gonna leave that out for now. Let's walk into the shell materials itself. Remember Gore Pro, waterproof, breathable, guaranteed for life. That is a laminated Gore-Tex liner or layer that's worked with the outer shell of this material. 600D in your non-impact areas. As we move into your impact areas, you're gonna see this gray. This is Gore Armacore. It's Aramid and Cordura blended, super beefy, super strong. Notice it's ripstop, and then you have Gore Talisman in the true impact zone. And you're gonna see that these are black super fabric plates that are on top of your Armacore fabric, again, giving you that tremendous amount of abrasion resistance. That's far better than leather, again, taking it to the molecular level. But the thing you have to keep in mind here too is on the production model of these pants, these super fabric dots are actually gonna turn gray, so it's gonna be less of a contrast here. But remember, big upgrade in that functionality, and it's the super fabric that are the ceramic resin versus this true ceramic flat plates, which actually give you better breathability when you put them with Talisman over top of your Gore Pro shell. Looking at some of the other features here along the front, let's start at the top and work our way down. Show the VCS slide system. It's a YKK slide system right here. It's called the Slide Lock, brand new technology. It's self-adjusting, self-snapping. It's not going to allow to pull. We've seen people do buttons. We've seen them do snaps. We've seen them do slide in the snaps. This is the new technology from YKK over top of that big YKK fly. Again, that's going to have a gusset behind it because the Gore Pro pant card, show them how it snaps in there. So you'd slide it, you line it up, you snap it, it's not going anywhere. Doesn't matter how you're built, you're not going to be able to bust through that. That's a really nice touch. Notice 360-degree YKK Vislon zipper that goes all the way around the back. You have adjustability in the hips, and you are going to have waterproof pockets right along the thigh. Now, when you work your way down to the front of the leg. Notice that this is direct ventilation. It's mesh back. That's all it's going to be in these pants is really mesh, keeping you comfortable on the inside. But notice it's the VCS Aqua Defense system, which is patented. And that's how they're getting around using something like a Gore lockout zipper. Basic YKK zip, nice zipper garage, Gore Pro, and then you have the YKK, or you have the VCS Aqua Defense, which creates this lip, and it does not, when it's zipped closed, allow water to get past the seal. And you're going to see that when I turn High-Vis Brian backwards, that there's that seal in the back of the pants. As you move down, you're going to see what's hard to notice. There's stretch Gore-Tex along the inside of the crotch. You can see it there on the darts. Doesn't change color. And you have that full grain leather here on the inside of the knees in an area that might be heat prone, that might interface with your bike. You're going to get that durability. And notice that it's heat embossed here as well on this silver black edition. Moving down to the inside of the legs, you're going to see that this is more Gore Armacore. Again, 1000D ripstop. Really, really bomb-proof stuff. And then above the knees, you have that area of articulation. I will say on the fit of this pant is that you do have some adjustability, but it's meant to be worn over top of base layers. It's meant to be worn over top of knee braces. Truly enduro, technical, really more of an off-road flavor here for taking it around the world versus something you're just commuting to work in or taking leisurely rides in your Goldwing in. This is a true adventure style pant. Now, High-Vis Brian, turn and face away from me. There you go, right there. Working our way back to the top, notice the adjustability. We talked about that YKK Vislon zipper. Moving down, your CE Level 2. C-Flex, it's going to be that trionic armor that's baked in proprietary from REVIT. Nice big area of reflectivity on the back on the side of the leg. Notice you have your cargo pocket with a snap and Velcro. And then working our way down here, you're going to see on the outside of the leg, this is where you have the ability to adjust it. Depending on your boot, depending on the circumference of your leg. I like that REVIT's doing this. They're allowing you to cinch things down. And notice, here's my big area of Velcro, lots of adjustability. There's no zipper there like the Cayenne Pro because this is your Gore Pro Shell that goes all the way around. It's beefy, it's meant to be locked down. They're giving you that area of reflectivity. Cinch it down as well. The other nice thing, if I open this up one more time and just flip it really quickly, you're going to see that the inside of this pant, all the way up to about here, has a durable material that's guarding the inside of your pant from the buckles on your boots. So it will not wear out from the outside or from the inside out. A lot of times on cheaper pants that certainly aren't this level of investment, you might get your buckles on your boots that really start to wear away at your waterproof liner or your inner lining of the pant itself, and you end up losing it from the inside out. Turn backwards for me there, Brian. Now, one of the things you might have a hard time picking up, and I'm going to start with it because it's kind of the hero here on the back, is again, water-resistant zipper exposing more Aqua Defense through the back here. So there's your vent panel along the leg. Remember, true 4 seasons, summer weight riding, you're going to open up these vents. They're going to get tremendous circulation. And I will tell you, we have seen other manufacturers do pants that are technical shells in this style before. They end up being a little sloppier. They end up being a little boxier. You know, you have vent panels here, but again, REVIT's managed to keep a nice, clean European line while giving you room to move and room to have flexibility with your base layers. Now, if we move all the way up to the top, notice short cuff or short connection YKK zipper. It will take the strap or suspender system. Notice the yoke at the back here gives you some additional range of motion for a very dynamic riding pant. And that's going to be fleece lined. Going to have some light mesh at the top here. Moving down right here, again, I like that they haven't changed the color, but this is stretch Gore-Tex across the back here, so it will move with you. Stretch Gore-Tex right at the top of the seat, and then notice you have your butt gripper panel there too. At some point, I keep giving REVIT a hard time. They will rename that. I call it the butt gripper. It's a tactile area that's going to interface with the seat on your bike, give you a better chance of one more area of response, one more way to keep the bike connected to you when you are riding actively. Moving down the backs of the legs, now they change the color, more Gore-Tex stretch on the backs of the knees, and then again, we've given you a shot before. You've seen the backs of these legs with that adjustability. Come back around to the front. Remember, technical outer shell. Apex Predator, top of the food chain. You have everything from your slide lock system to your Aqua Defense patented system here to the fact that you're using the new C-Flex armor and you're incorporating Armacore and Talisman, which again gives you that bomb-proof level of protection and functionality while giving you 4-season flexibility. Remember, technical outer shell, vents open, summertime, great. Vents closed, spring and fall, good to go. And you're gonna wanna beef up either something like the Nanook from REVIT or other base layers and mid layers if you wanna take this down into the temperature range. Keep in mind as well, within the REVIT side of things for these pants, remember, technical shell here in the Dominator GTX, you have the Defender Pro, which is your pant that comes with the Gore-Tex drop liner as well as a thermal liner, and then you have your 2-season hot weather Cayenne Pro, really using similar functionality, but then dialing it back a hair, and that bad boy's gonna come in around the $400 mark. Check that out as well. The next step in your journey is to click right here. Read other rider reviews of the new REVIT Dominator GTX at RevZilla.com. You don't have to take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free. We're $39. And if you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. We hope you've learned something, and we hope you keep it on too in your next super worldwide adventure. Remember to subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, our YouTube channel. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.